At 29, Abigail's life felt like a beautiful, unread book. She had kept the cover pristine, but the pages were blank. Abby, it's Megan. I'm marrying Ethan, the missionary, remember? It's like a movie script. Abigail felt a sharp, cold snap in her chest. She remembered Ethan. She remembered the way he had looked at her in the church foyer 4 years ago, and how she had literally turned her back and walked away because she was waiting for a clearer word from God. I'm so glad, Megan, Abigail lied. She stared at her reflection. She had followed every rule. She was the gold standard of the youth group. So why did she feel like she had failed a test she wasn't even told she was taking? She decided to do something un-Abigail. She drove to the park where the youth group used to meet. She sat on the same rusted bench and looked at the sky. I did everything right, she yelled at the empty air. Where is he? Who are we yelling at? A voice came from behind the oak tree. A man in a paint-stained hoodie stepped out holding a sketchbook. He wasn't a missionary. He didn't look like he belonged in a Godly Man brochure. He looked messy. None of your business, Abigail snapped. Fair enough, he said, sitting on the grass. But for what it is worth, I've been coming to this park for a year to paint, and I've seen you sit on that bench and look at your watch like you're waiting for a train that doesn't run on these tracks. I'm waiting for the person God promised me, Abigail said, her voice trembling. The man, Gabe, flipped his sketchbook open. He showed her a charcoal drawing of her sitting on that very bench looking miserable. My dad's a pastor, Gabe said. He used to say that people spend so much time looking for the one that they forget God is the one. We treat him like a vending machine, put in enough prayers, get out one husband. Abigail looked at the drawing. She looked at the sadness he had captured in her eyes. I've been so afraid of making a mistake that I didn't make a life, she realized. Well, Gabe stood up, extending a hand covered in blue paint. I'm going to go get some very unspiritual tacos. If you want to stop waiting for a vision and start having a meal, you're welcome to join. Abigail looked at his hand. It wasn't the missionary she had pictured. It wasn't the pastor her parents wanted. But as she took his hand, she felt something better than a sign. She felt alive. The moral lesson of the story is, faith is a partnership, not a spectator sport. While waiting on God's timing is a virtue, waiting in a biblical sense is often an active posture rather than a passive one. We are called to be salt and light, which requires us to be out in the world. Abigail learned that God often reveals his path for us while we are already walking. Don't let fear keep you from moving at all. God can steer a moving ship much easier than one that is anchored in the harbor. While praying and waiting are good, you still need to go out and let God direct you to the right person.
Youth on the Rock. Jesus is the rock. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel.